This reading will be general reading for everyone who is looking for a relationship, who is interested about their partner, about what's going on in their lives, with a love in the love department basically, and no more, I guess. I don't know how else to say it, but this is just a general reading, so of course don't ask me questions about is this for Pisces. Now let me see here what's going on. Look like something it's in your life, it's something needs correction, something needs to be fixed, something needs to be you need to pay attention to something, because in the love department is going the way which cannot continue the way it was or it is. So probably you can feel it, you can sense it, maybe you already know something is wrong. Maybe that's why you're watching my video right now, and I'm really glad that you're here anyway. But look like there is actually a lesson to learn from what happened or what is happening, because if you, and this is going to be very important, if you realize and find the problem in a relationship or the way you've been approaching relationships or handling relationships, you can learn from it, and then you can continue in the future, and is going to give you a lot of stability, better relationships, better marriage, or whatever you are thinking of. Okay, I see a lot stability coming your way, but the stability, it's coming only after you realize and you learn from the past mistakes or whatever was going on, maybe red signals, red flags, or whatever that was. But again, you cannot continue the way it is, or you cannot continue the way you've been handling things. Okay, so maybe little shift in mentality, or maybe your beliefs or things like that. Maybe you've been believing that everything is fine. Maybe you are not just lucky, or maybe you for some reason, maybe you're waiting for your soulmate or your match. But sometimes it's not about match, and I'm going to explain it to you what it's wrong here, because I see more cards here, and something is going on behind the scenes which it's not right. Okay, and it's not that you are not capable of having healthy relationship, or it's not that you have probably the option of partners trying to have a relationship with you. You are like lacking in this department. It's not that. It's not that. It's the way you choosing your partner is the wrong decision, and I'm going to tell you what's wrong with that decision. And again, just take it as resonate, okay? And don't think that this is like some serious advice, but I'm going to tell you what's important, because look at this card. You got bright future in front of you. You got everything what you want. It's like the universe or the God is sending you all the power, all the luck, all the opportunities, but you are seeing them wrong. You are not spotting or seeing what you can benefit from. And I'm going to tell you, because again, this card is about someone is bringing you a cup of love, right? And the cup of love is just offer, right? Let's go for coffee. Let's have a date or whatever. But some people are probably single, and they believe, or they don't want to be single anymore, and they believe that maybe something even not great is better than nothing. And that's what the problem is, because with this mentality, probably you will accept wrong people. You will maybe ignore red flags or signals that this person if this person is doing something which you don't like, and you are in the stage where the person is actually appreciating you and you appreciating that person because it's brand new. It's like everybody on their best behavior, right? And he's already or she is already giving you red flags. That means that this is normal for that person and you should be aware of it. Because if you are believing that someone, even though not up to my standards, it's better than nobody, because this way I don't feel alone. This way maybe I have something and maybe I can wait for somebody better. It's like sitting on two chairs and you're gonna lose both chairs. But what's the important thing in this here, in this reading, is that, let me tell you this, if you are believing that someone is better than no one, and I'm going in a circle, but I'm trying to tell you how you should be thinking when you are approaching someone or thinking about relationship. You have to be happy with yourself, by yourself, and you have to recognize and accept being lonely or alone for maybe the rest of your life, okay? And maybe it's hard for someone to acknowledge or may even accept that, okay, from now on I'm going to be alone, I'm going to be lonely, right? Yeah, I know it's hard because people like to always be with someone. Especially they like to have someone who they can trust, rely on, of course. But let me go back to my point here. If you accept that maybe that's it, maybe I'm not going to find my match, maybe I'm not going to meet the person I want, or maybe my standards, because then you're going to be thinking like, maybe I have too high standards, maybe I'm too picky, maybe. So you're looking at yourself, what's wrong with you, but maybe there is nothing wrong with you, maybe only the mentality or your beliefs that that you need to jump on the first chance or first opportunity. It's the right thing. No, it's not. And especially because you are probably desperate if you are trying to do this, and the desperation is creating need for someone, and the need is to accept whatever I got. And that's what the problem is. So you need to accept that maybe from now on I'm going to be single, or I'm going to only find someone who I would love and I would like, because maybe that person makes you happy, or that person makes you smile, or you feel good with that person. And also the person who makes you happy, watch out for this, because the requirements that this person has to make me happy, it's very bad strategy, because if that person is going to stop to make you happy, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, so you have to be accepting the reality that, okay, when I'm happy, the other person is going to be just addition to my life, and this is going to be like a bonus for me, and I'm looking for a person like this. And with that mentality, you're going to see the people differently, because you're not going to try to get into relationship quickly with them, or try to them to commit to something which they don't want to commit, or maybe they are in a stage where they just looking, maybe they don't want to get serious, and maybe you are wanting to get serious because maybe years passing by and you think maybe you are too old or something like this. This is very bad strategy. This is very bad actually mindset. Now let me go back to reading here. So remember when you were young, when you were happy with just playing outside, or just every day you were happy, you wake up happy. So that's what you have to do. This is what you need to accomplish. All right, so learn from it, because maybe you've been desperate, maybe you accepted wrong person and that person disappoints you, and maybe you got another person, this person disappoints you, and maybe you are starting to believe that there is no one for me anymore, or maybe the men are bad, or maybe the women are bad, or it's nothing wrong with them, they are themselves. Okay, and what you need to do is accept the reality, accept that, okay, not everyone is for you, and you will wait for the right person. This is what you need to do, because this is exactly the card nostalgia, going back to your younger years when you were happy, not looking for a relationship, whatever was given to you or whatever opportunity you got, you were appreciated, you were happy with whatever you could get. Okay, and again, not desperate but happy, right? Because that was a bonus, was something great for you, and you actually, like, you can see the kids, right? And I'm going to tell you this: once we grow up, we believe that we need to, or we have to do some things. But look at these kids, if like the younger kids, because later on they're going to learn the bad habit from adults, that they don't want to eat, they're not going to eat. Or even look at the dogs, or horse don't want to drink the water, they're not going to drink it, even you're going to lead them to the water. So same thing with the kids, they don't want to eat because they're not hungry. You can give them whatever you want, but they're not gonna eat, except maybe sweets, but sweets is bonus benefit. But you got my point here. So you have to become someone who is okay with being alone, and whatever comes, it's just the benefit, it's just the addition, is something which I deserve because I've been behaving good, basically. You can say that this way. And look at this, you already maybe acknowledging this, or maybe you're working on yourself. Whatever improvements you've been doing, you are doing great. Little shift in the mentality or the beliefs. It's not going to be easy, of course, because this card is about young student learning how to make these pentacles. But he is learning, and he's persistent, and he's creating his wealth or stability or whatever that is. So it's hard, but he's persistent, he's doing it, he's willing to learn, okay? And he will actually accomplish a lot. And look at this. This is the Sun card. Sun card is the best card you can have. The future is open. Everything is up there for you. It's like just everything is laid down for you, but maybe you are looking at the opportunities the wrong way, or like I say, you got my point, because I'm going in the circle. I don't want to repeat myself, but this is very important in this reading, what I see, because you might be thinking like there is something going on behind the scenes. Of course it is, but it's not exactly is not what you think exactly is. And the Sun come back, even I shuffle this card. So you got future in front of you. You got what it takes. Just wait for it. Learn from whatever happened in previous mistakes, previous relationships. Don't actually try to convince yourself that maybe something wrong with you, because no, it's not. There is always person for every person in the world. You just have to look and find the right person, and don't accept these lower offers, because you're going to be tied up with that person with the low offer. You're going to be tied up dealing with BS every day, or thinking like, what's wrong, why this person is like that, why this cannot work, let's try to make it work, or whatever. You're going to be losing so much time, and you're not going to see the chances, you're not going to see what's up there, the opportunities. you're gonna be busy with that little thing, which is not good. And look at this way, if you're gonna think this way, this going to actually put you into a mental state that, okay, I'm losing everything, and I want to give up. And maybe finally, maybe you will give up, but you will give up because you might be thinking like, there is no right person, or maybe something wrong with the world, or something wrong with me, or whatever. Nothing wrong with you or whatever with the world, but it's just the way you look at things. Okay, now open your heart with the love, because you have a lot of love in you for someone special, someone right person. You can give them a lot of love, but what you are doing actually maybe overthinking things, or maybe, like I say, maybe you are seeing things differently than you should. Maybe your perception of things are not exactly correct, I would say nicely, because let me clarify more. Okay, what should I say? What else could I say more? Look at the star at the end of the tunnel. Maybe after my reading, maybe you're gonna realize what's wrong, and maybe you will correct it, or maybe you will work on yourself more, or try to shift your mentality, and you will probably pick up the success as you go. Look at this, self-restrictions. You know why you are doing this? If you got so many swords behind you, and you are standing there, and you, of course, the person is tied up, right? But she can walk, her feet are free. She can get the wet shoes wet, basically. That's the worst can happen to her, but she don't have to stay there. She don't have to wait for someone to let her free or whatever. Again, maybe she don't see it the way you don't see it, but again, you got options, you got opportunities. And look at these swords. If she collect all these swords, and she sees these swords as something which hurt, but with these swords, they are like a ammunition, they are like a chances, they are like a tool to get something, they are like experiences, so you got so many experiences here. Nobody can fool you, and who wants you to fight you if you got all these swords? You know what I mean? It's like, only the problem is the way you look at things, the way you proceed or perceive the benefit of being with someone. Because benefit of being with someone who makes us happy is the best thing in the world. But being with someone who makes us miserable and not wanting to come home, or maybe don't even want to open up to that person because maybe they will belittle you, or they make fun of you, or you can trust that person because this person is maybe selfish, don't care about your things. They are maybe hiding things from you, or maybe they are jealous, or whatever the thing is. You don't have to be with person like this. And again, it's better to be alone with, like to be with maybe jealous person, crazy person, like asking you every minute where you been, who you talk to, why did you talk to that person. I'm getting excited here, but look at this broken heart. Of course you got broken heart because the way you choose people, the way you see yourself maybe lesser, or maybe accepting the wrong opportunities or offers or whatever. Look at this. You got options. You got options. And what that means is you are attractive enough to have options, but maybe you don't see yourself as someone who got so many options, because again, you might be thinking, there is nothing wrong, nothing good out there for me anymore. Or, maybe you are a little bit hesitant, maybe desperate, or I'm going in a circle. I have to end this reading, but what I want to say is also, look at this. This is stealing your swords, okay? This is taking the chances away, the mentality, the belief, Okay, now you are accepting breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs means that you are accepting lesser person than you deserve. And look at this, the truth will come out. And you know what this card is about? The truth. But the truth will come out from under the carpet. Maybe you swept your things under the carpet till now, that believing that maybe it will be better, or maybe if I start the relationship with this person, maybe I can make it work. Okay, didn't work, you didn't learn, and this created damage in your heart, and you are trying to heal, you're trying to get into another relationship, which is also not good. So then you got scars, then you got, you are disappointed, and you are maybe closed, and you don't want to open up anymore. Think of what I just said, because maybe that's what the problem is. And again, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but if something resonates, think about this, okay? Thank you for being here, and thank you for watching my videos, and please, 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 thumbs up, subscribe, or share. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.